When every second counts, safety can't be second rate. We want to welcome Tony Deeing, CEO of South Carolina-based R2P Innovations. They manufacture the world's only bulletproof fire-rated classroom door, turning ordinary classrooms into impenetrable, safe havens. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I want to start with this. It's, I guess, a sad testament to think that this is something that we need in this day and age, but the statistics prove that it is quite necessary. How did you come to creating and forming R2P Innovations? I love this story.
Yeah. 13 years ago, shortly after the Sandy Hook school shooting, I was heavily involved in the defense industry, doing innovative work, protecting the warfighter. And about 6 months after the shooting, I listened to a news piece that was on CBS where some of the parents were being interviewed, and there was a common theme that just resonated with me, and it was that if only there was a barrier, a shield, a door that would have stopped the shooter gaining access to that classroom.
You're talking about Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook, yeah. My young daughter, my son, would still be here now today. And that really started a 5-year journey for me in investigating, because it made so much sense. Why would you not put a protective door in a classroom? And the reality was that to stop a high velocity assault rifle round fired from an AR-15 or an AK-47, any doors that were available that could stop that level of threat weighed north of 500 pounds. So young children couldn't open and close them, you couldn't retrofit them to a classroom. They were much bigger, larger, more expensive, and they were meant for government installations, embassies, consulates, and the like. That 5-year journey took me to 2018, and at that point we'd invested heavily time, materials and money, and we came up with a door that weighed 260 pounds, half the weight, but you could shoot it over 100 times with a high velocity assault rifle and you wouldn't get a penetration to go through.
That's incredible. How long have you been manufacturing these now?
We've been manufacturing the doors now for the last 5 years.
Oh, you have for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And so where are they currently installed? Who are some of your customers, clients?
The bulk of our work has been protecting the highest levels of the federal government in Washington, D.C. So that's been 99% of the work, although we have done recent installations at some schools, one here locally, Christ Our King in Mount Pleasant, and we're currently engaged with other schools in the local area as well. And
what do you think it's going to take to get these doors into more schools? Because clearly, this is where the shootings happen. I mean, we have been seeing, just this year alone, the statistics show that there have been at least 23 school shootings. This is since January 1st through the middle of May. In that short period of time, we've had 23 school shootings. So obviously, the need is out there.
Yeah. One of the things that stood in our way against really creating awareness in the education space, both private and public, was the need for a fire rating. And up until 5 weeks ago, there hadn't been a company in the world that had successfully passed a fire test with a bulletproof glass and a bulletproof door for a classroom. And we're the first company in the world to actually achieve that accolade. So we not only have an ultra lightweight bulletproof door, but it also meets fire code as well, so it's fire rated. So now there's a big push in creating awareness, getting the word out there to folks that this product is available. And it's a life-saving solution. The only one in the world.
And it's manufactured right here in South Carolina.
It was actually born on the back of a lot of the work that we did in the MRAP program, and that's what brought me to the States in 2006. That same level of technology, the pioneering company was right here in Charleston. That was force protection.
Right.
And at the time, 70% of all fatalities in Iraq and Afghanistan were coming from IEDs. It was a unique technology. We'd used those vehicles for many years in the South African theater, in the South African military. And ultimately, force protection led the way and saved the lives of literally thousands of people in theater from roadside bombs.
That's incredible. What is your vision for the future from this point forward, now that the word is really starting to get out about these doors?
The vision for us is to create awareness about the doors and to provide this level of technology, this level of protection into every classroom throughout the US. Bearing in mind there's over 4 million classrooms in the US, there's 70 million children in public and private schools K through 12. So we don't want to wait for another major tragedy. We want to be proactive and ensure that this this life-saving solution is provided to young kids and teachers.
Tony Deering, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Absolute pleasure.
And wonderful, wonderful technology. Thank you for developing it.
My pleasure.
We'll
Thank
be
you.
back after this.
Thank you.